So, with the first two areas done, we're going to move on to the third area, the Old Tower. This level is definitely where a majority of the treasures will be. There are so many treasures in this place. And we have to go pretty much all over the place to get them all. This is going to be a very, very complicated area. But yeah, that's the ability I was actually thinking about. There isn't... Yeah, that's the ability right there. The, I don't think it's called the shuttle loop. I think the shuttle loop's what you call the, wing Kirby move, but still, this is just really cool. Like how you can actually, like, just slam into an enemy and then, like, just go off the screen and then come back down and suplex them on the ground. It's really, really cool. And it does a lot of damage to bosses as well. But it's very situational, and in most cases you won't be able to make use of it. Heck, even the fatty whale fight, which is what I was looking forward to showing you guys, that probably wouldn't have been the best place to show it anyway. Just because the projectiles are kind of weird in that fight too, but still. I remember one time getting a kill like that, and I just thought that was like the most amazing thing ever. Okay, so we need to go down here before we move on. And we get the unicorn's horn. Okay, so I need to be careful right here. I don't want to destroy this bomb block. Because of this treasure. And we get the 3-star cane. I don't know what that's I feel like I should know the reference to that. It's another Kirby game, I'm pretty sure. I just can't think of which game it is. I remember that's like a cane you hit Kirby with in one of the games. I just can't think of which game it was. Actually, I wonder if it's Squeak Squad. I wonder if it's for the final boss of that game. No, I'm thinking of Amazing Mirror again. I don't know. I can't think of it right now. I'm sure it'll come to me, like, during editing, when I'm editing this back. But it is definitely a Kirby reference to something. It's like a paddle ball thing. And, like, you have to use Kirby to, like, you use that to fight, like, a boss or something. God, what is that, though? I can't think of it, seriously. Oh, well. Life moves on, I guess. Okay, so I want to keep my partner being Bonkers for a bit. Because I'm actually going to need him in a second. Once I go back to the other area, anyway. So hopefully he doesn't take too much damage here. That'll help. That'll definitely help. Okay, so before I explore the left, I'm going to go back through here. And re-enter the castle from the beginning. Because there's another treasure. I always lose track of where this one actually is. Okay, it's up here. Ah. Oh, that's not helpful. Okay, hold on. Boom. There we go, Star Tiara. And there we go. And we still have Bonkers too, so that's perfect. Okay, we need to go down there. So this is why we need Bonkers. We need him to actually hit this button right here. so we can actually explore more of this area. Now, I also want to keep him alive for another part coming up as well. But this is a little harder to do, just because he has to actually survive this fight, this upcoming fight. And that can be kind of awkward to do. So I think just in case, I'm going to grab one of these other powers, just in case I lose him. Oh, perfect. Okay, feel a little better about him surviving this now. Oh, wow, that actually did a lot of damage to him, though. Perfect. Awesome. That was actually really, really good. And we get a Koopa shell, too. Okay, well, I don't want you to... Okay, go away. You're dead. You're already dead! So, the reason why I want him to stay Bonkers is that Bonkers can still light this up, I believe. Can he? Maybe he can. Okay, I guess he can't. I was really, really convinced that I could actually use him to light that. But for some reason he's not doing it, so I guess I'll just turn him into Burning Leo then. That's why I brought the fire, just in case, just so we could do this. So he can light the torch and then I can get in here. Because there's no way that you can do that. Which I find really annoying that you can't. But I could have sworn that you could actually light that with Bonkers. I mean, you can normally out of water, but for some reason... I guess that one's just not programmed to do that in water or something. If you try to do that in the original Superstar, he'll freak out, but he won't actually do the fire attack. Which is kind of funny, because he just kind of spins around in that version. Okay, shoot. No, 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 no. Okay, there we go. Oh, no! Okay, come on. Oh, my partner just got destroyed right here. Okay, well, we're done. So one of the treasures I got, obviously I got the Koopa shell a little bit earlier, but I also got the Falchion, which is the sword from Fire Emblem. So that's actually a really cool reference, especially because I like Fire Emblem so much. But let us get out of here. I might also save my game before I go to the next part of the level, because there's still more to this castle. It may seem like we're only missing one treasure, but truth be told, there's actually quite a few treasures we still need to collect as well. Okay. So yes, I'm going to go ahead and save my game really quick, and I'm also going to be right back, so hold on, guys. Okay, guys, I am back. I'm actually recording this on a different day, believe it or not. I actually had to take care of something. There was a bit of an emergency that I needed to take care of, so that's why I stopped the recording so suddenly earlier. But I'm actually glad I did, because I reviewed the footage, and it turns out I actually missed a treasure. And I don't know why I missed this treasure, because I clearly passed it. I just, for some reason, didn't pick it up, so I don't know what happened there. But yeah, I actually missed a treasure in, thankfully, not too far from where I am. But I missed a treasure in this room. And it's funny, because I went down here like I was supposed to. I just didn't open the treasure chest, which is right here. And we get the broken bowl. So yeah, I did notice that. If you've already made a comment about me missing the treasure, please delete it, because I found it. Just a little oversight on my behalf. I am aware I missed it, so there you go. But yeah, I noticed that when I was like trying to finish up, I was like, wait, I'm missing a treasure, and then I went back and looked at the footage, and I'm like, oh wow, there was actually a treasure I missed. Okay, so yeah, my apologies. But now that we got that out of the way, we can now move on to the second half of this tower. And it's actually very interesting because as a kid, I didn't know the second half of the tower actually existed. So for the longest time, I was missing so many treasures. And I actually didn't figure out that there was another room here until I called the Nintendo hotline, which was an old thing that used to exist where you could call a number and it designate you to some expert who knew Nintendo games, and I used that to actually help me get the rest of the treasures in this mode, because I had no idea this section even existed. Also, look, it's Mr. Saturn from Earthbound, or the Mother series, as some people call it. Although in America, they're really trying to stick with the Earthbound name, because even Mother 1, when it was translated to English, they called it Earthbound Beginning, so I guess Earthbound is just the name of the series in America, I guess. But yeah, like, that was like one of the 2 things I ever called the Nintendo helpline for. The second thing was the, I believe it was the Hero Coin in Donkey Kong Country 2's Glimmer's Galleon. Because I didn't know you could go through the walls at the very beginning of the level, so I never found that Hero Coin either. So those are the 2 things I ever called the Nintendo hotline for. And those are things I'll always remember, and because of that, I'll never forget where either of these things are either. So, kind of a cool little memory, I guess. The Nintendo hotline was pretty cool, though. I always kind of pictured myself like working in a job like that. Which, I mean, I guess YouTube videos, that's kind of the future Nintendo helpline. I get so many comments from people telling me that I helped them through so many video games, so I guess you could say I ended up in a Nintendo hotline job, just not the actual Nintendo hotline. Okay, still doing pretty good. I'm actually going to showcase something right here that my good friend OdinSpack33 taught me that I actually never thought of until now. But before this playthrough, and heck, I even like did this in my old playthrough, like what I initially did anyway. But I used to actually need both plasma and stone before I moved on to the next part of this level. But actually, you just need plasma, because if you grab plasma and go back down here, charge it up, go to the very edge here and shoot this, you'll actually destroy the bomb that's in the water. I actually did not know you could do that. I thought you had to use stone above this section right here and then just fall through, but technically you don't have to if you use plasma accordingly. And it's actually really good, because you actually need plasma coming up anyway, so... Actually, I don't think you need plasma, but it's one I always use just because, well, for one, I like plasma, and, 2, it's how I always remember getting this treasure anyway. So there's nothing wrong with keeping it, I feel like. I'm gonna grab these food items really quick. And now we're gonna go up here to this next room. Gonna power up once again. Blow open the bomb, and there we go. You can probably use yo-yo for that now that I think about it, since they do give you yo-yo in the previous room. And there we have the King's Cape. Also, I think they changed this room. I think in the previous game, this was actually like a halberd ship room, like the design of it. That's kind of cool. They changed that to a castle room, which I guess makes sense because, you know, this is a castle. Or the old tower, as the game calls it anyway. So now we're going to go over here, grab this treasure, the gold crown, and I think we're pretty much done with this area, so... well, let's go back down here first. Yeah, I think it's better if I go back through here. Because I think if I take the other exit, I'll go back the first area of the castle, and I don't want to do that just yet, because there's still stuff I have to do on this side. I think the treasure lists... Okay, no, I'm still up to date. I only got 2 more treasures, though, so I'm almost done. Done with the old tower, I mean. Oh, damn it, I didn't want to... Actually, can I... Yeah. You stay plasma. I'll get wing. Because I'm going to actually get rid of wing during this fight anyway. Because there is another one-time use ability in this fight. So if you actually swallow these things, you get the pain ability. Which does pretty heavy damage, but not like the same damage as Crash. But it's still kind of something cool you can do. There's actually another fight where you get pain as well. But I'll showcase that then and there. Let's go ahead and use it again. This also helps in just revealing where the chameleon is. Okay. Thank you, thank you. Let's move on.